The Nikki Clarke Show, transforming lives one story at a time. If you would like to be a guest or become a part of our live studio audience or even to become a sponsor, just go to www.nikkiclarkenetwork.com.
All right, awesome. Welcome back to the Nikki Clarke Show here, taped live at the White Elephant. Sitting beside me is a real estate entrepreneur, the founder of Stilettos and Hammers. Please welcome Lena Guirguis to the show.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're more than welcome. I love what you're wearing.
Oh, thank you.
You look awesome.
So do you.
Thank you. Thank you. I try. Let's talk a little bit about how Stilettos and Hammers started. By the way, I love the name.
Thank you.
Because I'm all about shoes, especially stilettos.
Yes.
But how did the hammers come in?
Oh, the hammers. So shoes, obviously, every woman's dream.
Make some noise if you like shoes.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, there's a sisterhood.
It is. It's a cult, basically. I mean, lovers of those shoes. But the hammers came into the picture when I was about 21. And of course, it started with a cute boy.
Last year.
Yeah. Thank you. I wish. Yes, last year. So it started with a cute boy. He walked into a fitness club that I was managing, and he had this idea of becoming wealthy and independent and financially free by buying real estate. I didn't know any better, and I just kind of followed along. And during that journey, I ended up renovating many apartments with my own hands and my own hammers. And during one of our renovations, I ended up injuring myself, and a friend of his thought it would be really cute to ask if I was renovating in my stilettos. And I thought, okay, one day, when we're rich, I'm gonna write a book, and it's gonna be called Stilettos and Hammers, and I'm just gonna, and that was it.
Do you still talk to this boy?
Yes.
Inspired you?
And honestly, once we hit the point where everything was where we wanted it to be, it no longer mattered. It just never ever mattered.
Okay.
But it turned into something with a much greater purpose.
Okay. Tell us what that purpose is, and
So-
what drove you into this passion project.
Sure. I've been running the real estate related businesses of ours for I've been in it now 12 years. So I just gave away my age. And I've been running it full time, frontline, for 8 years, going on to 9. And as a woman, when we were investing in smaller towns, it was very, very difficult for me to be taken seriously by city officials, contractors, and the general boys club in that industry. And it was difficult when I didn't have the support of my friends, my family. My friends didn't understand. We were all fresh out of university. We had very different viewpoints of what it was that we wanted to be doing with our lives.
Were you the only one in real estate out of your friends? Okay.
Oh yes, both of us. So we had no support, my husband and I, on either side. And I realized that I'm not the only one. And now that I've made it through, and I've learned a lot. I've learned how to use the assets that I've been given and how to use the gut that women have been blessed with, and how to make these things work in our favor in this industry. As women, we are powerhouses in this industry. We just need somebody there to say, you are on the right path, you are making the right decision, and don't let the rest of it get in your way. And that's where Stilettos came in. A woman said to me, and she said, do you teach? And do you do something just for women? Because I'm tired of the men in the industry. And I said, I don't, but I will. And that was a year and a bit ago. 350 women later, here we are.
I love that. It's amazing. What are some misconceptions of owning property? There's some people who are still a little skittish about owning, and maybe some of the things they heard. What are some of the myths we can dispel today?
So I'm going to speak just from the perspective of investment real estate, not home ownership. Because I think that there's far more misconceptions when it comes to owning property as an investment vehicle than there is to owning your own home.
Right.
And one of the biggest misconceptions in Ontario is that the minute you become a landlord, your rights have been stripped because we live in a tenant-friendly province.
Okay.
It's not true. It is true that the laws are in favor of our tenants, but it's not true that we are powerless. What we need to do is we need to realize that as investors, it's very important for us to educate ourselves and surround ourselves with powerful people who understand. I don't need to learn everything. I just need to know who I need to know, who knows everything.
Okay.
And when you know and you have those people and those tools, it's a brilliant game to be in. It's wonderful. They think that, it's late night phone calls and problem after problem. And it's not. It might be that way for a very short period of time. But once you find your groove, you're going, and it's wonderful. It's a wonderful environment. It's a wonderful vehicle to use to build and grow the wealth that you're looking to generate and to, keep the money that you've been working so hard for. Just find the right people. That's really all that it is. A lot of people think you have to do it alone, and you don't.
You don't?
No, not at all.
Well, you're there.
I am.
Okay.
I most certainly am.
You're part of the puzzle.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes it happen. But I'm just wondering then, has there been a lot of changes in real estate over the last, maybe I would say 2 years? What kind of market is it now? Is it a buyer's market, seller's market? Is it both? I'm
going to give the answer that everybody hates. It depends on where you're looking. The real estate game has certainly changed from the time that we started to 5 years ago and even 2 years ago. It's very, very different. I think that everybody can agree that the banks are definitely much more conservative than they were 5 years ago. The US crash definitely made it much more difficult for us Canadians to start borrowing. And as investors who are borrowing multiple mortgages, it's becoming even more difficult. So we need to find creative ways to be able to work within the rules. Right now, for homeowners in the Toronto market, it's definitely a seller's market.
Okay.
Prices are skyrocketing. Property bidding wars, paying over asking price. It's insane looking at it from the outside.
Mm-hmm.
And with the Bank of Canada announcing that it's dropping its overnight rate today, they dropped it another quarter basis point. I mean,
lots of incentive.
A lot of people may decide that now money is cheap if the banks decide to follow, so
Right.
let me get on it,
Okay.
which will just create a whole bunch of hype. And again, it'll turn it into another seller's market, definitely. But other areas like Ottawa, which is where I've been living the last 7 years, it's definitely a buyer's market.
Okay.
Our market there is very flat. There's been a lot of oversaturation, a lot of overbuilding, and not enough product moving. So buyers definitely have their pick.
Okay.
So it's very important for anybody who is looking to get into the real estate market to make sure you're very, very specific to the area that you want to be in, not the general city or the province as a whole.
Okay. What about Hamilton?
Hamilton is great for Torontonians.
Okay.
And it's really key. There is no wrong way to do real estate. There's no wrong place to buy real estate. It's identifying what's right for you. Hamilton is great because it's close to the city. So for a self-managing investor who wants to have control and to be able to be there and oversee what's going on, it's an hour and a half depending on traffic. And property is still affordable. You're still able to make money. So on a monthly basis, it's money coming into your pocket versus coming out of your pocket. Versus in Toronto, it's really not going to happen unless you're buying cash.
Right.
The price point to get into there is less. But are there cheaper places to buy? Absolutely. Are there areas that you can make more money in? Yes. But is it right for you? That's something you have to take a look at.
Right. Okay. Well, what about flipping?
Flipping. For me, it's not what I would do. I'm not somebody who likes to have the market dictate what it is that I can do. I'm the type of investing that I do needs to be very, very, very targeted. I'm not a speculative investor, and flipping can become speculation. So if I'm in the middle of a flip, let's say, and the guy next door to me is suddenly filing for divorce and decides that he wants to offload the house because he doesn't want his partner to get a penny.
Right.
The value that I thought I was going to be able to sell that house for on completion is suddenly going to drop. Is that going to make me or is that going to break me? So for me, flipping is a very risky investment vehicle. And it definitely doesn't go the way that they show you it does on TV. I can tell you this. Oh, I can tell you that is so not how it goes. But if it's something that is within your risk tolerance, it's a great way to generate a lot of cash to be able to go out and buy something big.
Okay. Okay. So tell us something big. Something big is happening in the fall.
It is. So Stilettos and Hammers TV is coming.
Yay!
We are very excited to be part of the Nikki Clarke family.
Thank you.
Very, very excited, and very excited that we're going to be able to share our knowledge and the experience of our network with everybody. It's not now just going to be Toronto or Ottawa or Mississauga. It's anybody and everybody who just wants to hear about it or see if, can this actually be me? I'm a mom, I work, I do everything. Can I really just, can I do real estate on the side? And
sure you can.
Who do I need to talk to? Who are those agents? Those, who are those people? And we're very, very excited to start bringing these people together.
Fantastic. And you couldn't be a better shepherd for all of us. You're a fantastic leader, and we're going to have this out in the fall, and it's going to be fantastic. So people want to get more information. They want to join your group. How do they reach you?
The easiest way is just to go to stilettosandhammers.com. The website there will have the contact us information. Go right in there. Everything will come directly to me, or it will be funneled to the right people. The best method of telephone is to call me toll-free, 1-800-454-1095, extension 206, or just email me through the website.
Okay, fantastic. Lena, congratulations.
Thank you.
So happy to have you on board.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
We'll be back.
The Nikki Clarke Show, transforming lives one story at a time. If you would like to be a guest or become a part of our live studio audience, or even to become a sponsor, just go to www.NikkiClarkeNetwork.com.